Hey everybody, got something exciting today. It came in the mail a little while ago. What I have here is the Monster Bass, let's see, it's the Trophy Bass Smashing Bundle. So it's 6 baits, and I'm gonna go over exactly what's inside it, how much it costs on their website, how much it would cost to buy each bait individually. I've not done a whole lot with like subscription style services or bundles of tackle. Normally if I want a piece of tackle or a bait, I find it at the best price and I order it, or I go to the store and buy it. So this was kind of a first for me. I had a mystery tackle box once, and I think I had a bad month. It was not the best box for me here in East Tennessee. And obviously this isn't a region specific or even a subscription box, but well, I'll let you guys judge for yourself. We're gonna start, I'm gonna go through the order they have them on their website, and I'm gonna tell you the costs. So first, we have the Optimum Baits Boom Boom Line Through Swim Bait. Right here. Pretty sweet looking. I've never used a line through swim bait. You can tell I've not even like taken them out of the package or anything yet. Let's take this one out. Take a look at it. So if you're not familiar with line through, there's actually like a little plastic rubber tube right there in the end. You feed your line through, comes out right there, and then you tie it onto this treble hook so that when you're fishing it, it can like kind of float up and cast it out, and then you pull it. You get a different action, right? Heard really good things about it. Seen people use it on YouTube, and I'm super excited to give it a try. This goes for around $8.99 if you go to buy it on its own. I saw where you can buy it on the Fishbrain app for $5.99. Everywhere else it seems to be about $8.99. So when I totaled the numbers, I put it in as $8.99. I know Fishbrain's really pushing their app right now for their store. I've seen YouTubers with sponsorships talk about buying reels on there and everything, and I don't have any experience with using that side of it. I use Fishbrain to research spots, track my catches, all that kind of stuff. But so $8.99. And then we have, this was the big item, the Chase Baits Prop Duster. Oh, real quick. So that was also the 4-inch version of the Boom Boom Line Through Swim Bait. It says Line Through Swim Bait, Panicked Action. And the color is Sexy Minnow. All right, next item is the Chase Baits Prop Duster in Rainbow Trout. Big boy. This one normally goes for anywhere from $25 to $35, depending on the color and if you can find it on sale. I don't know if it's as popular as it was when it first came out, but I picked it I picked a $30 price point for my running total. There we go. You can see we've got the blade in there. It's jointed, firm rubber fins, beefy hooks. I mean, those are some chunky boys. It looks really great. Right now it's February, so like the 8th. And today the warmest it's gonna get here in East Tennessee is 48 degrees. So I'm not exactly running around throwing this right now, but I'm super looking forward to chucking it here in a few weeks, getting out on some good water and seeing if I can't land a bigger bite on that. So about $30 there. And then we have the Strike King Sugar Buzz, Swinging Sugar Buzz, Buzz Bait. And that usually goes for around $7.99. You see, so what you have is you have a buzz bait, you have your weight, but your jig is loose. Instead of being a stiff arm with like a kind of like a spinner bait, you can tune it. You can see, but I think it's also made so that it makes more noise against that bead. Pretty cool. I mean, you have a mass-produced skirt. You know, you have a steel hook keeper instead of like a coil or something. So you're gonna be careful when you put on your bait to like run it up to it, turn it sideways over it, and then turn it back so that you're not tearing that channel on your bait, so that when you're swimming it can't work its way right back through that channel. But pretty cool. So $7.99. Obviously, top water bite. Get a good large bass on that. The next bait is the Mustad Scatter Shad Blade Jig. This package, it had started to tear out of it in the mail, but the bait itself was in perfect condition. Let's see. So we've got a weed guard, a steel weed guard here. Looks like it goes kind of over the hook. It's a little bit different than others I've seen. I don't know if you can see it there. Instead of being two, it's connected. And then you have your blade, which seems to be able to turn a full rotation around the jig head here. Jig head is painted in a shad color there. Pretty cool. See, I don't know if it gives me the weight here. I don't have the weight here. Let's see if it gives us a weight on it. There's no stamp on the blade either. Well, ½ ounce. There's a ½ ounce. I do like this style of bait keeper better. So something I forgot real quick, I put it down, $5.99 to $6.99. I only found it on one place for $5.99, and it was like a discount site where they don't keep stuff in stock. Like, this is what we have right now. When it's gone type of a thing. Everywhere where they kept this in stock, it was $6.99. And I'm trying to price it at places like not Bass Pro, like Tackle Warehouse, that kind of deal where it's a little bit cheaper. Not somewhere where you're paying a premium, somewhere where you're getting a good deal. So most of these prices came from Tackle Warehouse or somewhere similar. Anyways, $6.99 for like a standard place. And then the last thing in the bag, nope, second to last, is a Buzz Frog, PH Frog by Blitz Lures. It's a ½ ounce, 4-inch size, top water Buzz Frog. Got cool little flappies. I really like a good soft plastic frog with these boots, these paddles on the back to kick through the water. So this is pretty cool. Good pinchability. I think you'll be getting a good hook set on that. It's jointed up here too pretty well. You can see that. Interested to throw that. Some of the places I frequent, this is going to be killer. This normally goes $9.99. So if you're keeping track at home, you don't need to because I have it all written down. All right, the last bait, and this is where it gets a little interesting. So when the package arrived, this is the last bait, and this is probably, this is the second biggest item. And that is a Lunker Hunt Easy Prey 4.25 inch jointed swim bait. Now, I don't know if you can see, there's some problems with the packaging here. And when it got here, I was like, oh man, because the mailer was fine. I was like, oh, this has got some damage here. And I pulled it out, and my wife was looking at the stuff, and she doesn't do much fishing yet. And she was like, is it supposed to look like that? It looks like it's used. So I'm gonna show you and we'll see if you can tell. We got a lot of paint scratching here. This is the side of the bait that faces up the package where it was cracked. So you might look at that and think, oh, that's not too bad. And I looked at it and I thought, yeah, that's not terrible, but I was disappointed. And I teeter-tottered about, okay, do I contact Monster Bass? Do I say anything? And finally, what kind of got me was like, if I went to Academy and this was on the shelf like that, I wouldn't buy it. Like, I would get the one behind it, or I would wait and go get it. I'd go over to Dick's Sporting Goods and buy it there or something. So I sent them an email. They asked for pictures. This is the damaged one. I sent them pictures, and they immediately, like within 2 days, this was in the mail, headed to me. And so I have a replacement in perfect condition. Like, they looked at the pictures, like, okay, we're gonna take care of you, get it out there. I was super impressed by that. So that's the last item in it. Normally goes for $11.49. Now when you look at their website, they're telling you that this package, they sell it for, let's see, $28.95. And they have like the full quality cost next to it of $67.49. I think that's low because when I go to try and source all these baits online, I'm coming out with a total of $75.95 pre-tax, pre-shipping to get these 6 baits. Now, I'm going to say this. I wish this wasn't in there. I wish that the Mustad Scatter Shad wasn't in there. I've never fished one. I will fish it, and I might change my mind. But when I'm holding it and looking at it, I just wish I had an original Z-Man chatterbait. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, the blade seems kind of low quality. It doesn't have any marking stamps on it, which I thought was kind of weird. I know the hook's going to be good quality. It's Mustad, right? The skirt, mass manufactured. Like, you slid it on there. It's kind of molded to fit with some silicone there, fit around the jig head. I feel like this is the cheapest, lowest quality bait in the box. Or in the bag. And I actually was watching a live by, I think is Rick, the CEO, or he does all the spokesperson stuff for it, and I've listened to podcasts with him. I'm pretty sure he's the CEO, saying that the Scatter Shad should never have been in their boxes, that it was a mistake, and that they were making sure that didn't happen again. Will I fish it? Yes. Would I go buy it for $5.99 or $6.99? No, I would spend the extra $1 or $2 and get a Z-Man or a Googan Squad clickbait or something in that nature, or even like take my favorite swimming jig and buy a kit and make it into my own bladed jig. But I'm going to use it. I might change my mind. I might start throwing it in a couple weeks here or in a couple months here and really love it and come back and be like, I was totally wrong. Best bladed jig out there, but I don't think so. Let me just kind of go over the prices one more time. So, total cost of the items in here, if you were to go and source them yourself, around $75, $76. Cost on their website, $28.95. What I did is I signed up for their text alerts for a giveaway they were doing, and I got a text the next day that was like, hey, thanks for signing up. Here's a 50% off coupon on any of our technique-specific boxes. And this falls under technique-specific. Click this link, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And clicked through, $28.95. Take that down to $14, $15 essentially, plus shipping. So you end up getting out with this. I think it ended up being about $22 shipped for these baits. So $75 worth of baits to my door for $22. And that's pretty cool. I'm super excited to use most of these. I'm excited to throw this. This is probably on par with the largest swim bait I have right now, but I've not done a lot of work with swim baits. So I am excited to throw this. It's got some good knockers in there too. I think that if you get it around the right fish and you get it at the right depths, this is going to kill. And I know that it's done well. This, anywhere you can throw top water, this is going to do well. Because not only do you have like the normal frog action, but you could throw it on somewhere with maybe less foliage and really get that puttering sound from these, and just slay. Buzz baits, everybody knows buzz baits catch fish. Chatterbaits catch fish, right? This one will hopefully catch a fish on this year. And then I've heard great things. Oh no, my mouse pad. I've heard great things about this as well. I don't know if you can see, it has a blade there, or a bill. And so, or a lip. That's what it is. It's a lip. I'm thinking in my mind, what is it? With a somethingless crankbait. What is that? I'm trying to remember. It's a lip. And it's set up to imitate like dying shad, right? So you can reel it and it's going to go down, and you can really get that dying shad. When shad die, they go, or they're dying, they go sideways and they like float down through the water column. So you can imitate that really well and get a bite from a big fish. I mean, a little fish would probably go after it as well, but you're gonna get a good bite. And then the line through is probably one of the ones I'm the most interested in fishing, just because I've never fished a line through bait before. I like a paddle tail, like a boot tail swim bait or a paddle tail swim bait. And I think that being able to fish it line through, I don't know if you can see there's a weight there in the belly that the line runs through. I think that'll be doing well also. So I think that's it. Overall, awesome experience. I would buy from Monster Bass again. The customer service was so good. They got me taken care of really fast. I think the value on this box is insane. Even if you pay $30 for it, like if you go right now and pay $30 for it, I think it's insane. It'll be linked down in the bio, or the description of the video. So make sure you go check it out. I'm not sponsored. I'm not affiliated with them. This is the first thing I've ever gotten from Monster Bass, and I paid full price for it out of my own pocket. Did take advantage of their coupon. You can too if you sign up for their I think it's VIPs is what they call their text group, and so they send out like every Friday I get a text about Free Bait Friday, and if you place an order on Friday and use this code, you can add a free bait. And like the first one I saw was like a $6 bait. So it's like, if you plan out your purchases and stuff, you can take advantage of it to get really good value out of it. But I think that's it. If you want to see me fish these, make sure you're subscribed, click the notification bell, because we're going to be taking these out. We're going to be throwing these around all year. We're planning stuff. We're going to be out on the water a lot this year. From the shore, in a kayak. Maybe I can talk somebody with a boat into taking me out on some bigger water with their boat. But we're going to be getting out there and getting after it. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took value from it. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I do more stuff like this? Do you want to see more unboxings? I like to do more, like, get out there and do stuff. But right now it's just too cold. And I'm comfy here in my house at my desk looking at fishing lures. And I've cleared out a tray. I'm going to go get these loaded up in that tray so that next time I go out there, if there's an opportunity to use one of these, I can. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll catch you all next time.